Ian.is Weirdo. Today I wanted to do some makeup, but I also am kind of in a place where I need some new makeup, where quite a bit of my makeup has expired as I've had it over several years, and probably should have tossed it a while ago, but have waited for it to really expire. Don't suggest that, but it's just been the broke life has been real for a while. So I'm gonna do some makeup. I'm gonna toss some makeup. We're gonna talk about some of the things that I tossed so that I can get kind of back to like a good place with what I have without having to like replace every single thing in my collection. So I don't think that's reasonable to do. So I think I might do some kind of like gender bendy or like drag king type deal. Like very like hyper masculine. So that's what I'm thinking. So I have a couple different foundations. I feel like I have more foundations than Okay, so I have this one. This is my hourglass stick thing. This is a lighter color. I need to go for a little bit more of a medium color than something that actually is not close to what I am right now, because I'm probably at my fairest right now, and this is actually my color. But it's really hard to highlight when you're already so white. So we'll keep that in there. I'll try to find a foundation. So I've got some different like concealers, and I know other colors that should work. So like in terms of like foundations and things, I have some cream foundations which I rarely ever use because I don't really enjoy them too much. I have a powder foundation which I'm not going to use. Might set things with that, but I'm not going to use that. I'm also trying to look at like the primers. I gave my wife a lot of my primers because I just didn't feel like they'd do anything for me. But I like them. I was just like picking up like everything that might be a foundation, color correctors and concealers as a foundation color. Neutral beige. Now this is a little bit dark for me, but could be a good mid-tone. I don't really like using these, but for like a drag king kind of makeup, not the worst. Okay. Honestly, I'm like so confused. I'm like, where are literally all of my foundations? I swear I had more than this. Like, didn't I have one that I had my Milani Conceal and Perfect. Where the fuck is that? Maybe I moved that somewhere. Okay. So this is the bag of like, we're getting rid of. I don't think I'll need a bag this big, but I got it. You never know what you see. Okay. So, the first thing I know I need to get rid of, which this does make me quite sad, and if I were more of a collector and took better care of my things and had room to collect, I would collect these because I do like the Viva Glam lipsticks from MAC. This is the Rihanna one. It's a really cool, like, gray pearlized color, but it smells like straight up crayons. And when I wear it, it makes me want to gag. Yeah, I honestly can't tell you where my Milani is, but it's probably right below my feet. So let me see if I can even get anything out of this Smashbox. Because I did like this. I did use this for a little while. Okay, so I do like this one. It's probably one of my favorite primers. Is that not great, but just trying to work through it. How are you? So, just rubbing that all over my face. So I'm gonna keep this just so I know to buy more of it. So I'm not gonna toss this one just yet, but I'm going to keep in mind that I don't have more of it. Now, this primer is the Becca First Light priming, and it's just like it's definitely expired, and it didn't really do anything for me. So I'll put it on my face, but it smells really good, but it doesn't really do anything. But if it's hot in my bedroom, can't open the window because it's freezing outside. You should like open it and close it, just like real quick, or don't do that. Do whatever you want. Okay, so I have I have the Infallible Pro Matte, and then I have the Pro Glow. I don't really like these. They make me break out. I'm not gonna toss it because it's not expired. No, that's the point. But I'm not gonna use it because also I want to wear makeup that I want to wear. Okay. So I have two like CCBB whatever fucking tinted moisturizers. Even have a fan going. Yeah. Should put some ice on you or something. So I have this. Can you believe that I was ever this fucking color? It kind of looks like it turned pink, doesn't it? Is that skin tone? I don't even know. It doesn't look even, and it looks like it may have separated. So we're just gonna toss that. That's the Lancome Skin Feels Good. I should have brought a napkin in here, but I didn't. Just like swipe it on my hand a lot. No worries. Okay, so this one I have quite a bit of. It's the Shape Tape Cloud Coverage by Tarte. I don't think I really like this one. But it's not separated. It's not weird. So it's light, which is what I need. Then I have the Fenty Beauty. This one's real pale. So I think I'll keep those two until I can find my. I mean, I guess there's always time for like less coverage if you're that kind of person, but I'm not really. Yeah, so primer is like when you think about primer in any sense, whether it's for makeup or whether it's for paint or anything, priming just gets your next layer. It gets your project next layer ready. So on a house, it might smooth things out. It might make the paint adhere more. On the face, generally, it has like a purpose. Some of them are like pore filling or skin tone evening or something like that. Whereas this one, actually, I don't want to wear this color. Now that I realize it, I'm like, oh, fuck, what have I done? I really should have brought like a, what have I done? I'm just gonna scrape it off my hand. I'm going to use this cream color for me. So I'm gonna be smelling a lot of things, and I need no judgment. Yeah, so primer in theory will help your makeup last longer, will help it look better on your skin. There are a bunch of different types of primers out there. Though I do like eye primers, but I don't find a lot of use out of face primers, if I'm being honest. So I'm gonna use. Yeah, and you're always welcome to ask questions here as well. I'm not expecting you to be an expert on everything. So this is a little bit darker than I would normally use for my skin tone. You can see that it's just not too far off from being a match, but it won't exactly match my face, my neck. So yeah, if you're not already planning on coming to my fundraiser on March 16th to help me fund my booth for Pride, and you would like to come, all you have to do is click on that link that Nightbot dropped, and you will you can press remind me. No, please ask as many questions as you want. It's a great space for that. And you don't wear makeup, so how would you know? So this makeup is very thick. It will cover a multitude of sins. Um, and but it's also like not a great like daily wear, I find, for my skin type. It's not great for that, but it pretty much has eliminated all my redness without any color correction, which shows how fucking strong this shit is. So make sure when you're taking any color from your face, you take it down your neck or wherever you are going to be showing skin, because you want it all to match. And I think if you look on my neck, you can really see where this tone doesn't match me. It's very pink instead of my natural skin tone, which is um, quite neutral and has quite a bit of yellow in it. So this stuff will crease on you a lot faster than a lot of other products. So just keep that in mind. Creams tend to crease fastest. Alright, now I have a couple colors for highlighters. I have the Ben Nye highlighter. I have some concealers. These are all my concealers, I think. Now you can highlight with a light skin tone color, or you can highlight with a shimmery color. And they each have their own separate effects. But, you know, everyone has like a different thing they need. So I found that these aid rewind, like they're just not super pigmented. Everyone likes them a lot, but they work just fine. But they're not super pigmented, so they don't cover a whole lot. When I do like drag type makeup like this, I need something that's bringing the heat a little bit more. So I do have some cream pencil. No, that's contour. So I have like this stick, which is pretty. I mean, that's as far as it goes up. This had barely any product in it, but that can be good for getting like more precise lines. Wait, can you go up more? Okay, I can. Okay. That's good, at least. But I'm gonna go because I went with the Ben Nye cream. I hear it a lot. A lot of people say it. So, um, Zachary, have you ever like watercolored or anything? Like, I don't. You don't have to say yes, but like, I think that's a good example, an easy way to say it. So that's why I'm asking. Okay, so you have watercolored. Okay, so you know how when you do watercolor, and if you like put just like a little drop of water, and then you like got as much watercolor on your brush as possible, and then you painted, it would be very deep, dark, like as pigmented as that color could be. And then conversely, if you had a lot of water and you just had like a little bit of color on it, it would be very light. So that's what people talk about when they talk about pigment. They talk about how saturated is the color. Another way to think about this is like, what could it cover? So a lot of times when we talk about makeup, we talk about how much it covers what's underneath. Does that make sense? Okay. So I'm also going to use the Ben Nye character shadow. Now, I think I have some other. I don't actually have a ton of like cream contour projects because I don't really like them, but I do have this pencil. So I'll start out with this pencil, and then we'll go a little bit deeper with everything else. So I'm doing kind of my makeup just however I want to. No rules in makeup. Just have fun. If you want to do it, go do it. You know. Yeah, I hope that helped explain it. Okay, so I kind of drew on the general shape. Hey, Nifty, missed your last live. So glad to catch you now. Yeah, sorry, I'm not the most like energetic right now because I'm just gonna go into a hard time right now. So I'm trying to weed out what makeup of mine is expired because quite a bit of it is expired, and I'm not really in that part of my life where I want to use expired makeup. Um, so yeah. So I'm glad you're here. Welcome in. So this is a really, like, this is much more natural, and because I'm doing like a drag king style, it's not going to be as noticeable. Plus, I also used a foundation that's a little dark for me. You can kind of start to see it kind of making its way um, onto my, even though I'm still good. Thank you. I wasn't earlier. I have to really think, hook that yarn, Crystal, as my, for being a good friend. I mean, not that you all aren't good friends, but she just kind of came in at the right time and really helped me out through that. So definitely want to send props where props are due, you know? Good friends can make a huge difference in our mood. Okay, so next I'm going to go in with a deeper, darker contour, and we're going to go in and we're going to define some of those areas a little bit better. And I'm going to take, I don't think that's really the brush I want, but I can't quite take the one that I want. Okay, so I'm either going really small or really big. I think I'm gonna go really big. Just like, why not? And I'm gonna take this Ben Nye. So that cream contour that I used, the KKW one, is much more wearable, much more natural. Comes in a couple different tones. The amount in there is so small, but I don't normally do a lot of cream contouring. So I don't really care that there's not a whole lot of product in there. Now, if you're trying to go for like a masculine face, most masculine faces that people go for are like a lot less rounded. So if you look straight forward and you can kind of see where some of that roundness is, and you just kind of like cut that off with um, the darker contour, that helps a lot with kind of narrowing your face. It's not gonna like completely change your whole life, but it is gonna make a difference. I'm gonna cut my jaw a little bit, make it a little bit more sharp. Cut those jowls out if we can. And then kind of drag that down the chin. Multiple chins, whatever. And then take that color back in here. Hey, Leather. Did you change your name back? Okay. So, what I like to do when I'm doing drag king or masculine makeup is I like to really focus on the brows. This is such a huge part in changing feminine to masculine facial features. It's 134 here. I know you weren't asking me, but I like to focus on adding that prominent brow bone. Prominent brow bone that a lot of masculine faces have. Okay, and still, we're gonna look straight ahead, and then the piece that sticks out when we don't move our heads. We're gonna blend it out, obviously, so we don't have a freaking crazy line, but it does make a big difference when you have a big old round face like me. Everything is angles in masculine makeup and round in feminine makeup, just in general rules. I also have a lot of expired makeup, and I'm gonna. Hey, Crystal, I was just talking about how you helped talk me down earlier, so I appreciate it. Great tip for doing makeup: to stick your big ass brush directly in your eyeball. 10:30. Yeah, it's like 1:30 in the morning here. Okay, so make sure that this is blended, because an unblended brow bone will is super caught offense. Now, I personally don't like butt chins. It's something that I'm not, I'm not against people who like. It's not people's fault if they have that chin shape. But personally, I don't find it attractive on men. However, I do find when masculinizing makeup, if I do it, it looks better. So I'm just gonna do that. Am I correct that like Chicago or maybe all of Illinois is one of those places that doesn't recognize daylight savings? I can't. But you don't have a butt chin, right? So see how that's just like more masculinizing. Plus, I start to like darken the areas where, in theory, I should have facial hair. In actuality, I have some facial hair, but not a whole lot. Testosterone's taking sweet ass time in that department. Tore up my face immediately. We have daylight saving times. Okay. For some reason, I thought Chicago didn't. Maybe I'm thinking of any other city that doesn't. Okay. So now that we have all that on, it's pretty blended. We're gonna do our lighter colors. So I'm gonna go in with Ben Nye Cream Highlight in color Ultralight. You can put different concealers and stuff to naturally highlight, but because we're going cream, I guess we're just doing. You have an ugly chin? Oh, okay. That's a hell of a joke, Zach. What you talking about? Yeah, I have one ugly chin and 3 less bad chins. Okay, so typically mask faces have larger foreheads than feminine faces. So we're just gonna go in and we're gonna kind of like strategery our way around this. I'm just weird. I'm sorry. You don't need to apologize. I was just like, I mean, I was super happy that you had some confidence. Don't lose that, especially not on my account. And then for the nose, I'm actually just gonna go in and kind of contour all of it. It makes it kind of just all look bigger, which I appreciate. Okay. So if you don't have, I mean, I would always say that like anyone who's wearing makeup that wants to put like show like a little bit more effort, because some people they're like mascara and lip gloss and that's fine, but if like you want to take your makeup to like a different stage, I would say that having like 3 shades of some kind, your shade and then a contour and a highlight are always like a good place to start. And now I kind of need a smaller. Well, you can see like any of this anyways. And then I'm gonna cut under here, but then I'm gonna put beard like there, I think. I always try to, and then it looks awful. So if it looks awful, just pretend like that never happened and we didn't do that. So that is my more masculine base. And we're gonna do all of that all over again with powder. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with a translucent powder. This is Coty Airspun. I know this one is probably some of my newest makeup. This will smell exactly like your grandma. It has talc in it, so try not to breathe it in. There's a legitimate thing called clown lung. I'm not making that up. Clown lung, where you can get too much talc in your lungs and it's bad. So I'm just gonna powder my face a lot. I'm gonna make sure that my under eye is smoothed out before I set it. Because if you set a crease in there, not coming out. Keep in mind you also did your neck. You don't need as much powder there, but you do need a little bit. Anything that is creamy that will not dry down, so if it's not liquid, it will not dry down, and you need powder. Okay, so now I have this really awesome product that I like. So LA Girl, I think it's available at like CVS and stuff. They have a couple different color additives. The white one I use, and it's the only one I have now because I don't do professional makeup anymore. When I did professional makeup, I used all of them because they're all useful to like change foundation colors and stuff like that. But this one just makes your foundation lighter. So it's really good stuff. I like it, and it's very affordable. So if you like have like a winter color and a summer color, like you can use your summer color and then just lighten it with the whitener instead of buying two separate foundations, depending on how quickly you go through things. Okay, so I'm gonna take a large powder brush and I'm gonna remove that extra powder. I'm gonna move this to here and then move this to here. And powder wall right there. Okay. Okay, so we can start to see some shapes certainly come through. If you have different products where you apply a different amount. This brush, I feel like I like it in theory, and I don't really like it in practice. So Morphe E57. I feel like it should lay down more color than it does. Tend to get pale in the winter. Yeah. I stay pale. Like, if you get pale, you don't have to stay pale, but, like, I know that's normal for a lot of people. But yeah, it's really cool. Now, one of these I know is, like, practically empty. Or maybe another one of them. I don't know. Like, I'm like, I know something, and then, oh, here's my other foundation. This is the best foundation at the drugstore. It's the only foundation that doesn't break me out, and there's so many colors in the range. So, highly, highly, highly recommend. Okay. Snow today, yay. I don't really like snow. Well, everyone, the grass is always greener, right? So, now that I put my creams on, I'm going to put my powders on, and I'm just going to layer everything up so that we can get nice and beautiful. Cool. Yeah, a lot of this, I'm doing this too. Oh, I love makeup. That's not a secret. I was a makeup artist long before I ever picked up any crochet items or anything like that, but or knitting even. But so I have been doing makeup for a really long time, but a lot of my makeup is expiring or has expired, and I need to replace some of it. So just make sure you're not putting any moldy, crusty makeup on your face. But it's all about what you're comfortable with. Certain products you can hold on to longer than they say in certain products you cannot. So I'm going in with my deepest color, or my like darker contour colors first, because if you overdo those, they have a tendency to look a little muddy. Okay, minute Zach. They have a tendency to look a little muddy, but with highlighters, you can kind of brighten them and clean them up. I'm gonna go underneath my eye and my eye bags. You don't want to look too well rested. That's not manly. Everybody knows that. And I'm gonna take that and just kind of reduce some of the fullness in my cheeks. You might not need this, but I do. Never use foundation. I mean, that's fine. Yeah, no, I'm just saying, like, you know, everybody has their thresholds, and, you know, I know that there's, like, a thing that suggest how long you have till you toss it, and I'm just saying that that's not always what I go by. I don't ever look rested. Yeah. Sometimes I don't look too bad in the sleep department, but so when you're doing stuff like this, the key to it looking natural is layering. You know, if you just have like one color, it can tend to look a little painted on. But if you have like three colors or something, it can tend to look a little bit more natural. And I like to like, a big thing with like female contouring is like you don't like want like a white worm and like a brown desert or whatever they call it. But but for men, it's like you don't want like the nose to seem as like high and pointy, so you just kind of dull it down quite a bit. Now I'm gonna take a color. I'm gonna try to find a color a little deeper than this, but hopefully just as cool. Because I've been really struggling to find a cool but slightly deeper contour than this. I think I might have to go into eyeshadows, but if that is what it is, then it is what it is. There is one thing that if you don't like wearing a lot of makeup, yeah. Oh yeah, definitely done that. Like for a while, like monochrome was like a big thing. Yeah, yeah, definitely have done do that. Um, I wanted to find something for Crystal. So, okay, so there's two things that you can do, Crystal, if you want, to look a little bit more bright and awake. Actually, let me just go ahead and show you three. Where's that eyeliner? Okay, forget the three. Now we're going back to two. um, so, this is, there are two products. Certain people like certain ones, certain skin tones like certain ones better. It might be hard to tell which one you like. So this is LA Girl Pro Conceal, and this is the yellow color corrector. Now with color correctors, generally you don't need a lot at all. It's a brush tip applicator. So it's just a little brush right there. You just maybe like put like boop boop or boop 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 boop. Just start little and expand. So yellow cancels out purple. So if you dab a little bit that if you have purple underneath your eyes, this can help. Another thing that helps brighten. So this is specifically for brightening. This is the makeup. Maybelline. It says eraser corrector multi-usage. I don't know. But they have like concealers with these like little sponge tips, and the shade 95 is actually a color corrector, and it's very, very thin. It's kind of like a light, like kind of cooler pinky color, maybe. I don't know. I never use this because it's so like thin that I don't. There you go. So it's pretty light. Is that how light it is? It's pretty light, but it's really, really thin. So you can like rub it out, and that'll help like brighten up your under eye. So yeah, the 195 is the color corrector instead of just being concealer, and it's thinner than the rest of the formulas. I have bags. Well, So yeah, that's like dealing with that. Just like any kind of like more mature or like anything is like you want to make sure that you're hydrated underneath your eyes, but you're not greasy underneath your eyes. You want to make sure you use as little product as possible. Seems counterintuitive because you would think more coverage to cover up the bags, but no, all that shit gets into the bags. So like, if you do that, and then I like to bake, which is where I put a bunch of powder underneath. Now, if I know I'm gonna crease there, I'll make sure I leave it on there a little bit, depending on how dry my under eye, how or the person's under eye is. Um, that will change how long I leave it under there. So you kind of just test it and find your happy medium. Yeah. And I mean, like, you can still brighten up the area and still have bags. Like, the thing is, like, there's no shame in having eye bags or that eye shape. There's no shame in that. And if you feel comfortable, you know, hanging out like that, do it. No problem. You know? Um, I can't find anything that I was looking for. I can't find my blush brush, which I was using to contour. I've got one of those tightness, but you can't use anything over anyways if I wear the stuff. So yeah, less is better, and that's basically what I do. This I don't quite understand what you're saying in the beginning, but if I wear stuff, yeah. So, but like, yeah. So also, some people, I haven't tried this technique because I haven't had, like, I haven't done makeup for a lot of people in a while, and everyone I've done makeup for is like in their 20s, so like they don't really have that. But some people like to use eye primer, just really thin layer under their eye before they go in with all that makeup shit, and that can help keep things from. I resemble that remark. I mean, like, we're all getting older. My point of view is, who gives a shit? I have the mentality that it is truly a blessing to be able to get older. Not everyone is in that position. And not that, I think you're wrong or anything for having an opinion that you could or whatever about age. Everyone can feel however they want about their age, but, you know, not everybody loves to be that age, so, or any age, so. Yeah, there's a lot of cool primers out there. Honestly, I generally keep it pretty straightforward. But you can do a lot of stuff with primers. There's a really popular trend with primers right now, and like stuff that I hate. I hate so desperately, so you'll never, I don't think you'll ever see me do that trend where people will put like all this shit on their eyes and then they carve out everything. I'd much rather do it right the first time because I have small lids, and like if I put too much shit on my eyes and I start layering all these creams, powders, and creams, and powders, and creams, and powders, then what is going to happen is my eyes are going to crease. And I can't do that. And I don't think most people can. Not most of the people I do makeup on cannot do that. So I'm like, what gives? You know? I don't wear a lot of makeup most days, but then, see, that turned so orange on me. I'm gonna have to cool it down. They just don't they're like, oh, we assume that if you're using this color for contour, that you must be I'm tan, and I'm not. I'm pasty. I am pasty. Get through your thick skulls. But doesn't that look so fucking orange? You would think that I literally put straight orange on, but if I showed you, can I hook this up? That's this color right here. Like, it's not that orange. It's not that dark. It looks orange and dark on me. So I'm just starting to build all the colors up. You don't need to put this much on, but like I said, I'm going for drag. And also, I wanted to put as much different makeup on as possible to see what I had. I'm trying to replace some of my expired makeup, so I need to know what is bad. So I'm just going to put as much makeup on as possible. Okay, and then I'm just gonna go, I don't know, fucking super deep, and let's see what happens here. For some reason, that's better, even though it's way darker. And it's not cool at all. It's less orange by leaps and bounds. I should have covered my fucking eyebrows. Sorry about that. That's an oversight on my part. Sometimes I just get too excited. I'm like, let's go. I look like so orange. Once I put the highlighter on, I'm hoping that saves my face from utter annihilation. But right now, we're not looking too great. We're looking fucking orange. I wonder if I can put this, like, this looks like a cool brown. It's like a little purple, but that might cancel out some of the. Nope, kind of just made things worse. Okay, cool. Party. Awesome. Okay. So I'm a little pissed now that I didn't cover my eyebrows, but whatever. I'm just gonna make them bigger and let them do whatever. Okay. So now I need some light colored powder. So I'm gonna go in first with my skin tone colored powder. This is the Maybelline Super Stay 24 Hour. If you want like a really high coverage pressed powder, this is it. This is so good. It's so good. It's so much pigment. If you don't care about that, then do whatever you want. I don't care. We're not talking about politics just yet. Trying to avoid it for as long as possible. Because some of us actually live in the States and have to live with these things. So see how that's like already like calming down the rosacea effect that I created on my own face? Now, so I don't talk politics a lot on here because, you know, I just like, I feel like, you know, some people just want to come on here and just have fun, have a good time. But, like, I feel like with the state of things, I kind of feel a little bit obligated to, I don't know, speak my mind, let people speak their minds, and maybe we'll have a conversation. Maybe it'll get, you know, maybe it'll be productive, maybe it won't. If it's not productive, we'll just stop it. You know, I don't want any exclusion. I want us to be able to have conversations like adults who can vote. But, you know, we might have some conversations around that later on. Um, but but yeah, so I think if I do get into all of that, then I will put, you know, I'll make sure that the uh, I'll make sure that the title says um, that that might be a subject matter that we'll talk about. Just because I understand that some people don't feel comfortable talking about it, some people don't feel comfortable sharing their opinions, and that's fine. So I'm gonna take a white loose powder. This is Ben Nye Super White, which not Ben Nye, but Super White was my name in high school. Just kidding, it wasn't. But I was tanner in high school than I am now. I just don't go outside. And then I'm just gonna kind of like use that. See, when you're pale, it's really hard to get highlights that aren't like super white, like literally. Now I am gonna do some eye makeup. I am gonna make it a little bit fancier than I have with just like looking like a dude. You know, it's gonna be more drag. But but yeah, you know, and like if people don't feel comfortable talking about politics, there's no blame in that game, no shame in that game. You know, I want people to feel comfortable on my channel to be able to express themselves as they want. But like we're gonna have conversations, and if you don't want to have a conversation because you're not mature enough, then no matter what side you are on, then I will not stand for that. So hopefully we can survive this election. Like, how many? But yeah, I mean, the thing is, in the States, it's an election year. This is something we do have to address. So, you know. I'm actually looking forward to it. Like, it may be a hot mess, but it'll be our hot mess. We'll make it together. Yeah, I'm sure everyone has a different perspective. That's just how um, it goes, right? You know, and that's okay. You're allowed to have different perspectives than us. That's fine. Right now, I'm gonna take into my eyebrows. I don't believe any of my eyebrow products are expired. Okay, so let's see. This color is medium brown, and this is rich auburn. So my brow is naturally fairly thin and arched, so I'm gonna thicken it up, straighten it out. And I like using this pencil to start that process. I'll go in with a couple colors. Any place that you have like a space, you're gonna need a darker color than if you're filling in where you already have brows. See, they're like pretty different. It's hard to like, sometimes I come up here and dull the peak. But like, you know, for a long time I didn't talk about politics, and I have some regrets about that, but I honestly was like, no one's gonna like my politics and my political ideas, so I'm just gonna shut the fuck up, you know? And like, it's not about like what people like, because like, I feel like we can let politics be so divisive among people who really have the same ideals, they just don't act them out in the same way. You know what I mean? So like, we should be able to talk about things, and I'd rather us talk about things like adults and, you know, be able to talk it out, and maybe at the end of it we have different ideas and that's okay. But like, you know, um but we should be able to like try. And I'm gonna try. If it goes horribly wrong, it goes horribly wrong. Yeah. You don't have to worry about anything. That's the thing, I think, is like, you know, yeah, trends change and whatever, but like, if you're just like who you are, like that, like if you're timeless, then you're timeless, like, right? Like, who cares, you know, that you're not in vogue right that second, because things will change in like 10 seconds anyways. I feel like this color is like, oh, I know, also pretty much over. Yeah, I actually, I mean, just speaking personally, I'm not a big fan of the bipartisan system. Um, I think it gives us the illusion of choice when I don't think that there are that many choices. Um, but that's just me. Like I said, we'll talk about politics more later, but that's kind of like a huge. Well, you know, everyone's got a different opinion about it, so like, who's to say what's right or what's wrong or whatever, you know? Okay, so I'm gonna take this angled liner brush, and you can see kind of where I filled in my brow. Some of those spots are really, really light because I didn't have any hair there before, and then I'm trying to draw hair. Um, so, um, so I'm just gonna start layering up color there. Having that pencil there will keep the the because it's a creamier product, will keep that this powder here longer. Even though, God knows, I'm gonna take this off as soon as I can. Wow, that ended up really dark, even though it's just like a brown. I like doing brows. You know, it's taken me it took me a while to kind of get the technique down. In fact, I don't think I had the technique down because there wasn't any like scientific method, if you will, behind it until I started working as a waxer, and then once we kind of had an equation to follow that we could adjust, it was so much easier. So a lot thicker, a lot darker. We're gonna add some like highlighty moments so that it's not so like so dark because it's very dark and very disruptive to the rest of my face. But also we'll put stuff on so it doesn't look like the only makeup I have on my face. Because this looks so natural. I do know that I still have to do my eyebrows these days because they have got so thin and so light. Yeah, I mean, that totally is a valid concern. I really like, when we were in aesthetic school, we did brow tinting, and I saw a lot of good results from that. It doesn't help them be any thicker, but it helps them appear thicker because they're darker. Um, and I found that really interesting. And if there are like cosmetology schools or stuff like around you, you can usually get that process done for fairly cheap, like every like 6 weeks or so, or however often they recommend. I think it's probably no more unnatural than me and my purple hair. Yeah, love it. Okay, so we've got this going on. Yeah, this is not my natural hair color, if you can believe it. So I have my brows on. Now what I'm going to do is I have two eye primers. One I think might be on the verge of expiration, but it just has always worked for me, so I can't tell a difference in consistency. If you're going to do that primer, try that primer trick underneath your eyes, I would suggest this one rather than the other one I use. So microblading fades pretty fast. Like I think you have to get it done every 3 years. It looks good, but like I don't know. I just rather color mine in, personally. But if you don't feel comfortable doing that, then yeah, get them microbladed. But it's just to me they fade so fast. So this is the NYX HD Studio Photogenic eyeshadow base. Sorry, it like changes from English to French, but not in a consistent order. So this is a thin. I honestly, this primer lasts me so long. I just uh, put a little bit on my hands. It's very thin. It's clear basically, and you just rub a little bit, and you just need like a little bit. Like that's enough for both eyes easily. So you could do that underneath your eyes. You could do even less, whatever you want. I really like this. It's a cheap primer, but it is good. There are some glitter primers that I also really like. This is the e.l.f. glitter primer, and then this is the NYX glitter primer. I actually like the e.l.f. one more, but who knows if there's sometimes it's like, when did I get this? I have no fucking idea. The other base that I use, and I use this more regularly now because it's more expensive, and I want to make sure I use it as much as possible before it expires. So this is the P. Louise eyeshadow base, and this is the color 0.5 because I'm pasty as hell. And you just need like a little squirt like that. You don't need a lot. When it comes to primer, I see people, and like some people like to use concealer. That's great. If you like that, go for it. I find that concealer is like too creases too much on me. I have oily, tiny lids, and it's not the answer for me, friends. Purple should be a natural color, but it's the only color that actually suits my face. Honestly, the thing is, like, like, even permanent tattoos, like, they can really fuck them up, and then you have ugly eyebrows on for the rest of eternity. I don't know. I would make sure if you did get permanent tattoos, you get someone who is good, and they can turn gray instead of, like, natural brown so quickly, and then they just kind of look like someone, like, there's, like, day-old Sharpie on your face. I just don't see many that look good that I know are tattoos. I guess the fact that I know that they're tattoos kind of implies that. See, that kind of, like, put, like, a little wash of concealery color on my, keep closing this. I don't want to do that, but I keep doing it. My inner ear is itchy. I've seen some people do some green brows. I've done some green brows before, it's fun. But, I've been thinking, like, I wonder if I should shave my brows off again. I'm not sure, though. Okay, so for this one, I think I did, like, a grungy, like, look pretty recently. But I just like the way that looks on me. And that is, like, an... Actually, I know what I'm gonna do. We're going full emo here. If, I'm laughing. I've been doing it for years. Liner, brows, and lips. She's really good. Okay. Yeah, if you feel good about that, go for it. Yeah, it's just, for me, it's like eyebrows, all that stuff. Like, I really like test driving stuff, which is why I like makeup. And, that's kind of why I just get really nervous about, like, permanent stuff. Full emo. Yes, I'm going full emo on my face. Because that'll give me an opportunity. I want to use a lot of makeup. That's a good brush. That brush. Okay, so it's like gonna be like emo gothy. I mean, if you're surprised and you're here, I feel like you may be new or something. And I feel like that'll help add to my eye bag situation. Because I kind of did like a disappointing poo-poo job on that. Okay, so we're going to go from the outside in. We're going to go with a white or a light color if you're a little bit darker than me. Again, that's not hard. Just something that's like a shade or two lighter than your skin. And then I'm going to take pink. I'm not even looking in a mirror because I want this to be like intentionally sloppy. I'm going to take a pink and add through eye bags. Real changes. I mean, that's how my aunt was, or is. Like, she's done the same makeup for as long as I have known her. And sometimes I'm like, just let me do your makeup. I can find a better color for you. Not to say that you're using the wrong color. Well, emo, let's go. So one thing to keep in mind that I think a lot of people don't is your skin color. No worries. But so this is a very, very, very light pink. I'm not going to show you the brand because the brand I don't support anymore, but I bought this, so I'm going to use it. But it's a very, very light pink. I mean, you can kind of see it on the brush. Pretty light. But on me, it's quite a bit darker because I'm so fair. So just something to consider with your eyeshadow base, with your skin tone. You want to be mindful. Same thing goes for eyebrow color. Eyebrows will always look darker on you if you are fair. If we keep them falling asleep, love to have a nice time here. Get it? Good old Mary Kay. Hey, I used to be obsessed with Mary Kay. Like, no joke, obsessed. So, I mean, that was like the makeup I got into makeup with because it was the only thing I had access to other than my mom's like random makeup. So now I'm taking a bright red and I'm going from the lash all the way up to, through the lid. I didn't want to use this one for the red. I wanted to use like a packing brush. Okay, this works better for me. Okay, so I'm gonna take a packing brush, more dense brush. If you come down here, I'll do your makeup. It's only like a, million-hour drive or whatever. Across borders. Okay. So, like I said, I'm not looking in a mirror. I don't want it to be pretty. I don't want it to be nice. I don't want it to be blended that well. So that's why this works for me to just have it be kind of far away and my camera. Yeah, right? Also, sometimes red will stain your brush. So having a brush with darker hair is generally what I like to do. Generally what I like to do with I stabbed myself in the eye. Okay, so now I'm going for like a maroon color, and this is gonna be kind of, we're just like layering colors. It's actually generally basically it's basically a smoky eye. Like that's what we're doing, but well, one day I think I'll be here for a while, unfortunately. So this is gonna take some of the brightness away, but still give that punch of pigment. You can see this is just the red, and this is the red with that maroon punching it up. I'm gonna try not to stab myself in the eye anymore, but literally no promises. Okay. Then I'm gonna do something I never do. I'm gonna take my fingers and I'm just gonna literally like go around my eyes. I'm not putting a lot of pressure, but I'm just kind of like smearing it all over the place. And if you've ever seen me do my makeup, I don't do this. So, but that gave it a nice like I live in a bunker kind of feel to it. And now we're just gonna go to some more deep colors. And then we're gonna build up the grays and the blacks. Because those are more important than the red. The red's supposed to peek through. Use a blending brush, leather. If you want a place that has a lot of great brushes for an affordable price, I mean, there actually are quite a few at the, what the fuck is this? At the drugstore, but it can be kind of like, you never know. But the store and the website Morphe they have a ton of great brushes, and take a fluffy brush and blend like that. Don't smear it everywhere. That's all your hard work. So if you're like me, what you have a tendency to do is kind of wing out your makeup. So the reason that I just went in with my hands is because I knew I wouldn't wing out my makeup. So it actually made it more masked to do it with my hands. I only was, hey, blending between that one color and your skin Still needs blending. I'm not judging you. I'm just saying that's one easy tip. Very inexpensive brush. If you even want, I will tell you what brush to get. But I'll have to make sure that they send. Oh, finally I find this color. God. Wait, is it the right color? Is it the black one or the blue one? I like the blue one. Oh, this is the black one. Poop. I have so many black liquid lipsticks, which I'm thankful for because I was feeling like I would never find one. But I really like the blue one. Wait, this is the blue one. They're literally right next to each other. Okay, we're doing that one. You better believe it, bitches. Okay, so this is not the most pigmented black in the world. Okay, so one thing I did want to do today, so I got a new makeup product in, and I'm not really sure how I want to use it. But it's a white cream liner from Hollow Grave. How cute is that? It is actually a gel liner, sorry. And this is color Ghostly, and I got this. Weather, you're physically hurting me. Okay, so I'm thinking, should we just make this more goth? And put some upside down crosses on my face? Hey Jatin, welcome in. I mean, I think that'd be cooler than doing some kind of crazy, because I wanted to go emo, and like emos don't really wear a lot of white liner, but now I'm thinking I've got to adjust what I'm doing to make what I want a reality for me. So Ghostly is a pure white gel liner. Now, if you love drag queens like I do, you may know that Trixie Mattel owns Trixie Cosmetics, and she recently released a white gel liner and a black gel liner from her, I forgot the name of the collection, if I'm being honest, Hotline. But so this company, they've been established for quite a while, they compared the Trixie liner to their liner, and they've been on my radar for a while because they're called Hollow Grave and they have a bunch of creepy names, but I never like could commit. And then they showed theirs next to Trixie's because I was gonna get Trixie's, and theirs was like better, and I was like, so I immediately ordered it. It did take a while to get here, but I ordered it off of Facebook through their site. Okay, I feel like this is giving some. I don't know what this is giving. This is giving I have pink eye. You should not shouldn't brush this. But yeah, okay, so this is going kind of goth, but you know, all of the subcultures, they kind of intersect on this type of shit. Okay. Okay, so is that wicked for lining? Isn't that wicked for lining the underside? It also helps with wings. So some people really like the way that looks. I personally, it's not something I've really gotten into. Some people like to like carve out their brows and have them look really like, I don't know. It isn't a look that, even though I do weird makeup, I don't really do fad makeup because I find that it often isn't timeless. And I think that lining around, like using concealer, light concealer around your brows, I don't think that's going to look timeless, so I don't do it, if that makes sense. Like, I either go full ugly or I go full timeless. So I do have some black on my brush. Oh god. Look. That's black mixing in with my. Okay, I gotta get some of this black out. Otherwise, we will be very. But I see it a lot. It seems natural, right? I agree. So I don't think you're wrong in that opinion. It doesn't look right to me. I might do like a little white line through the brow. I don't know which one means what, so I don't know if it has some kind of other meaning that I don't know about. If it does, let me know, and I'll just put more lines. Yes, I don't know. Full-time ones. I gotta remember that from my makeup days. Okay. This is good as we're getting with that makeup. Okay, so the consistency is nice. It's a gel liner, which I tend to prefer. They're my favorite. Cream liners are good too, but so I'm gonna try to draw a straight line. Not really great at it. Okay. The white looks good. I'm not good at. I like to see. Oh yeah, absolutely. So I'm using a very tiny brush from Morphe. It's a bent liner brush. So I'm just gonna swatch it without really looking at it. Like, it's so smooth. It has it's so stupid smooth. Like, it's that perfect gel. If you've ever used MAC Fluid Line, like, this is my favorite black eyeliner. It's exactly that. Maybe a little bit thinner. It's so good. De nada. That's actually one of the only words I know in Spanish. So, so one of the reasons I had to put more pink and red under my eyes is because if I didn't, you would absolutely not be able to see this how fucking pale I am. I could see this being one of those liners that you can literally, um, uh, uh, would last you forever. I love kohl eyeliners. I think they're amazing. They're great. They look beautiful on everyone. I have very weepy eyes, and they literally it just gets everywhere on me. But I love it on other people. But because if we can't clean it in between uses, I wouldn't be able to use it on other people. Which again, I'm not doing much makeup on other people anymore, so that's not the biggest loss. But I will cry everything. Is it blue? Oh. I think most people have black, but that I know of. But I think there is like a blue version. Oh, I am feeling this. It doesn't give me the vibe that it's gonna crack. Like once it's like mostly dry, you can kind of diffuse it just by rubbing over it, and it's less like notable. But okay, so now we have crosses under eyes. This turned from emo to very goth very quick, as a lot of things in my life do, including me. So, I would like to give this a weird test, but I'm probably not going to tonight. They have a lot of cool colors. The brand is called Hollow Grave Cosmetics. They have a bunch of really cool colors, and then they have like a black one that's called Oh Bitch Uary, but it's like bitch in there. Yeah, coal was originally blue from the lapis. Oh, interesting. Did not know that. Very cool. Coal Cleopatra's makeup. Yes, I did know that, but I thought it because I know a lot of people do coal now do black because I mean it's a more timeless look. Okay, so now that we've gotten that done, my lip color. So my originally planned lip color, because it's my favorite and I haven't been able to find it even though it's been right in front of me, is this like dark blue gray. I don't know how I'm gonna incorporate red into that, but am I gonna give it a try? Yes. So let me see what I have in the way of red. So this is the lip liner. It's not very soft. I don't know. Is the color right? Okay, so I'm fully sold on this thus far, but I want to give it the true timeless. Okay, I think it's not too bad, but I kind of want like a. How do I do this? I don't think these two colors will work together under any circumstances, but by golly, I'm gonna try. Okay, I like that red better. The steel one's a little like not what the fancy is, you know? Now this is actually an eyeliner, but have I put things... Okay. Have I put things on my eye or lips that are for my eyes? Yeah, duh. I'm a makeup artist. Or was one. So this is Notoriously Morbid Cosmetics. So this is a brand recommended to me by the lovely, amazing, handsome Winter. And so they recommended their black, which is called Rune. It is not my favorite black. It's a good black, but it's not my favorite. I actually like Sunset Makeup's black lipstick better. Because I have really small lips, so everything wears off of them super easily. But this color, which is called Thou Shall Not Fear, which is like a gray blue, is for some reason better than the black, and it's like my favorite liquid lipstick of all time now. Okay, so I'm gonna do something, and I might end up looking like an absolute clown, but that's my business and not yours, so back off. Just kidding. Okay, so this is the Maybelline Lasting Drama Matte Automatic Pencil 900 Rusty Terracotta. I would be surprised if they still made this. So when I was looking for a new black lipstick, so the black lipstick that I really liked, that I swore by, the person who made it is very problematic and increasing. Like, there were a lot of things that I didn't know about this person that I couldn't verify, so I was like, I'll still buy from them. But then, like, they said something that was undeniably shitty, and it came from the horse's mouth, and I was like, fuck this person. So I don't openly support that person anymore. But, so I had to find a new black lipstick, because I go through black lipstick like a goth. And so I tried a bunch of different blacks. I tried Black Moon Cosmetics. I tried Lime Crime. I hate Lime Crime. If you want crusty, dusty, um, uh, just it's not for me. It might be for you. A lot of people really like Lime Crime, but if you got dry lips, I would not recommend this in 100 million years. The Notoriously Morbid one was the one that Winter recommended. I had another one here just now, but I forgot it. Where it went. Okay. And then the Sunset Makeup one. The Sunset Makeup one, just for me, like, was the. I almost showed you something I didn't want to. I was like, I don't support this person. I almost showed you literally that person's stuff. Okay. Okay, so I'm not really focusing on precision here. Oh yeah, the coal powder. So I'm gonna like smudge that around my lips. And this is like a dark red. Hey Zach, I'm sorry you can't sleep. I know it's almost 3, because it's almost 3 here. Okay, so this kind of faded and didn't do what I wanted it to. So we're gonna go in. I'm gonna go in with this brighter red. So a lot of times when people do their lips, they put the darker color on the outside and the brighter color on the inside. But we're going opposite. We're gonna see if that looks cool or if it looks fucking dumb. So my bed is squeaking if I move one side. Yeah, I get you. My bed is squeaky and my couch is broken. Like, honestly, if I move too weird on my couch, it sounds like it's about to fall apart. And we broke it, and I don't think it's the dumbest way possible, but it shows that we're fucking big losers. Um, uh, we we broke it when we were watching Game of Thrones when it was live, and there was one part where we like jumped up and we're like, yeah, and then we like plopped back down, broke it. So I'm gonna take the red and the pink and just kind of go around. So I might get like clown mouth, who knows? So it's kind of like a red glow around my lips. This is gonna be really ugly. I can feel it. Also, when you have a lot of facial piercings, you will cover all of your. And bang, that's a good number. Okay, so let's talk comfort items. Because, like, I know Game of Thrones, are you caught up? Oh, yeah. So I like But we just broke our couch doing it, watching it. Yeah, so let's talk comfort items, because, like, I have, like, so I know some people have blankets, some people have teddy bears or, like, stuffed animals. But, okay, so I'll start. So, my comfort item, I have only had, like, maybe 2 or 3 pillows my entire life, and, like, very rarely will I even, like, change up the, the, the pillowcase, because, like, the pillowcase is part of it. It's, like, the scent, the comfort, and all of them have been king-sized, and I didn't know that till I married Mel, and we were on a queen bed, and, like, my pillow just took up all the room, but I am obsessed with that pillow. I gave it little kisses, and, like, I just like the feeling of it on my lips. Don't judge me! Line yourself with pillows. Okay. Okay. Are you a side sleeper, back sleeper, like front sleeper? What's your sleep situation? Do you put a pillow between your legs? Tell me all about these things. I don't know why I need to know them. I really don't need to know them. Okay. So I actually think this turned out pretty good. Way better than I expected. So I'm happy with that. I need to do facial hair, a line in my brow. I said I was going to do that. I didn't. And then, so where you have hair, you just have to kind of pretend that you don't. If it goes over with no problem, that's even better. So a little scratch through the on my side. I toss and turn all night, so no judgment there. Okay, so I think we're doing pretty good on the oh, facial hair. Duh. Okay, so this will be a good test of the liners that I have, because I have a bunch of liners, and I'm gonna try to kind of see if I can do like some kind of something with my beard. And I'm also gonna test all of them on my arm, just to make sure they work. Because if they're shimmery, I'm not gonna use them. Okay, this does not work. It might be able to be like sharpened. I can never find the sharpener. It's very frustrating because I used to have like 3 in here, and I can't find any. Okay. Okay. I literally don't have a pencil sharpener to test if this pencil is dried up and crusty brown. I like this. I like sleep music, yeah. I like sleeping on my front, but have some difficulties due to anatomy, but a couple more months. Hopefully that won't be a problem. Let's see. Okay, so I can't test that one. I know this one works. Oh my gosh, I've had this for like maybe 100 million years. Oh, still soft. Who are you, Clinique? Yeah, Clinique Quick Liner for eyes. Super soft. Okay, so this is a pencil I really liked that I believe MAC has discontinued, but like it was so good when it was out. It's kind of dry, but I might be able to. Okay, so this is the NYX Suede Lip Liner in black. Okay, so it's not that smooth. It's very waxy. It's called Stone Fox. So it's gray, I guess. Okay. Still works like a dream. Oh no. Yeah, you definitely should get that checked out. They can actually do at-home sleep apnea tests right now, where some sleep clinics don't even require you to like come in. They literally just like hook you up to some electrodes, let you go home, you sleep, and then you like drop off your results. That's what happens when they tested me for sleep apnea. Okay, now I have like another Clinique eyeliner. Am I having deja vu or something? Why do I have two Clinique eyeliners? I don't even need to. Unless it's the ones from healing. Maybe just it did take a while and talk about you. Some warnings that they may given you in private. Okay. This is just what I have in my pencil compartment of my makeup kit. Okay, so this is not sharpened, but I actually hate that brand, so get fucked. This one I know works and is a really cool dark red liner that makes it look like you've been smoking that greenery. I don't do that. Oh, that's not a good sign. Okay, I think this is an Ulta pencil. Physician's Formula. Yeah. Oh. Okay, so this is L'Oreal Infallible. If it's not sharpened, I'm gonna leave it so I can try sharpening it. This is a green from MAC. It's a little chunky chunk, but I think that's just because of the veracity. If anyone's counting, let me know. This is Revlon Color Stay liner in chocolate. That's the reddest fucking chocolate I've ever seen. Because for a while, I was really into doing brown lips. Like, okay, let me show you something that's actually brown, so you can see. I don't think you can really see how not brown this is. It's fucking red. Wow, that lipstick smells a little funny. Okay, so next to it is this. That's a chocolate brown, and right next to it is this red brown that they are calling chocolate. It's a fucking lie. Nice shade, yeah, for sure. Okay, so let's go back to it. Now we're on the blue. I've had this for a very long time. This is Prestige. I don't think they even carry that in stores anymore. But I did get a lot of liners from Prestige back in the day. This is European Wax Center. I don't know. My mother-in-law bought it for me. I'm like, please don't. This is a cool color, so I really want to keep it. It works, but it's a little tough. But I think it needs to be sharpened. Okay, this needs to be sharpened. Let's just make a revolution. This is the Urban Decay green. That's. I feel like it was like at the end and now it's not. I like the Urban Decay Glide On liners a lot, but when they dry up, they are dried up. I feel like the pencil liners tend to stay a little bit more. I've had this color for a really long time. This is Alani. It's like a dark metallic green. It's very pretty and it's still going. This is, oh my gosh, I remember these when I first is that one out? Yeah, we're going all over the place. So this is the eyeliner and shadow stick that Elf used to have. They no longer carry these. I started using these when MAC discontinued a lot of their shade sticks because on one side you have a liner. Oh my gosh, that's stupid soft. It just has to be like how old am I? It's to be like 12 years old. It's so soft. And then they have like a huge one on the other side that you can use for an eyeshadow base or a liner or whatever. And it's so smooth. Perfect if you want to have like a dark, like smoky eye. Just buff that everywhere. Put a little bit of color to like set it. They need to bring those back. Pretty much toss everything else they have in that line. Okay, this color that I hate, they just happens to work. Okay, this is perversion, not reversion. So this is supposed to be like ultra super duper black, and it's barely coming out. But maybe if I just get off the dry part, because this is supposed to be like super black, but who knows? We'll give that a sharpen, see if that we can liven that back up. Okay, here's another one of those shadow sticks. So this one is in a much lighter color. So I'll show you next to it. So, oh, broke the tip off. I've just been jamming on these so hard that they're just breaking apart. They're so soft. What are these soft? Yep, that's totally fine. Okay, so this shadow stick isn't as soft, but you can maybe see these two lighter colors on the side of the gray. That's the shadow stick. These things were so good, and they were beginning Elf prices. So this is like $3. If they sold it now, it would be like 15. Elf is, they're getting too big for their britches, and they don't produce enough to warrant that price. If I'm being honest, is it better soft? It depends on what you're using it for. Some pencils you want a little bit firmer. It's kind of like a balancing act. If it's going on your waterline, you generally want it as soft, pretty soft, because it'll go on there more pigmented. You don't need to scratch it on, basically. And then to a medium softness is and things tend to get drier and harder as they get older. Yeah, so medium is generally fine. Medium for a lip pencil is good, but anything hard is, think about anywhere on your face that you'd want to scratch a color onto. It's not generally what we're going for. Okay, so that is a weird color. Okay, so look at the end of this color, right? It's okay, it's called natural. It looks like beige, right? And then, I guess it is beige. Just came off like looking more pink. But then this is it. Just kind of like a different vibe. But whatever. Works. Okay, so this is neat sharpening. Here is the color Bourbon and Urban Decay. From Bourbon Decay. Now this one's soft. Sparkly, shimmery, dark brown. Soft can be almost too much. Yeah, I don't find many that are too soft these days, but it just depends on you. Also, if you have a firmer hand, then you wouldn't be considerate of that because that can be too soft. Okay, that gray, is it gray? It's called Everlasting. I think green. It's pretty. I don't give a shit. Okay, this is the most expensive fucking pencil I bought. We used it once between Mel and I. I don't even know who got the chance to use it. And then it dried up. This is the Marc Jacobs liner. And I know for a fact that that is done. And it makes me mad. Okay. So this is a nice... this is Definedly Black by MAC. Nice, appropriate, just really... And these have like... This is the Pro Longwear eyeliner. These will last a long time, which I like. Because again, I have small eyes, I have watery eyes. I just take a lot of makeup off. So we're going down the arm. Okay, so this is Urban Decay in LSG. I wonder what you mean by that. Okay, so this is a dark blue, very pretty. Be nice for someone with blue eyes. I don't really wear blues that much, but I had them for... I did blue for a while. I don't know why. I'm not going to excuse myself. I don't know why. Okay, so let me get all my pencils out of here. Okay, so here is blue, the electric blue or whatever, vivid, needs to be sharpened. When you said expensive, so I believe when those pencils came out, they were like $25 for an eyeliner pencil. But supposedly they were the smoothest, best, long-lasting, blah, blah, blah. And that was a pretty unique color, so we gave it a try. That's what happened. That's what happens when you're a gullible piece of shit like me. This also needs to be sharpened. So these came out at the same time. They're all like highlighter colors. I've used all of them to a point where they need... I know, right? It's stupid. I was stupid. Yeah, I'm not saying do what I do. But like when you love makeup, sometimes you splurge, you try some stuff. I mean, if it's the best eyeliner you've ever had, and that's what everyone was saying. Okay. Okay, so this is kind of a complicated one. This one might just have like dried film on it. I'm gonna put that in there, but I don't love it. Lip Sense. Okay, so I used to use Lip Sense because I found it at the state fair. But oh my gosh, the stain that you put on is literally rubbing alcohol. It's so brutal if you have dry, cracked lips like your boy. Okay, so Stila is one of the most underrated eyeliners. I think their eyeliners are like $14 to $18. They're so good. They last for so long, and they had so many color options. I think they have less now, but like they really pop inside your eyes. So this one's yellow. I honestly can't read it because it's silver on yellow. Canary. Okay. This one is another EWC. Just hate those fucking pencils. I didn't have the heart to. Yeah, it's basically rubbing alcohol. Yeah. So, Sunset Makeup. I don't know what colors you like, but Sunset Makeup, who they carry my favorite, like black liquid lipstick. They have a lot of other colors of liquid lipstick that I like that don't make your lips all crackety and dry. But they also have lip stains, and they recently released 2 new lip stains, one in a dark brown and one in a black. And like they're like literally so so like they have like 5 or 6 like normal colors, and then they have a brown one and a dark brown and black, and they look awesome, and they're maybe like $12 to $14. So check those out. And they don't look like they will suck the life out of your lips. Because lip scents, I mean, shit, that wrecked my shit. Okay. So this one hasn't had a cat for about 100 years, but somehow still works, kind of. But I just don't feel like I need to keep it around. I like stains, but I get pucker mouth from them. Yeah, so like that's why I have to be really careful about my. So I think they have some peel off ones, but they also have non peel off ones. I don't feel like I need to do the peel off ones. To me, that's just kind of a trick thing. I like stains, but I get pucker mouth from them. Yeah, or booty hole lips, as we like to call it in the business. But so they do have the peel off ones, but I haven't seen any reviews of those giving you pucker. No, yeah, exactly. This is why it's my favorite lipstick. And the thing is, when you have small, tiny, skinny baby lips like me, you have to be really careful about liquid lipsticks because you will get that. These stains, like the black, like okay, we're doing a screen share moment. We're pausing this because I need to show you guys. I need to show you. Okay, so Sunset Make is queer and trans owned, which means that it's 25% cooler. Why is it telling me that it's not safe? 1 second. Okay, a bunch of other makeups are popping up in front of it. Okay, sunsetmakeup.com. But then it says if the link is dangerous. What the fuck? It's not unsafe. I would never send you purposely to an unsafe a site. So let me share a screen, and then I'll show you some of the stuff that I've okay, there we go. I didn't want to say. Thank you very much. I'm not lucky. I found the right stuff. Yeah. No, yours is good too. Okay. For some reason on my laptop it was like no. No, it's like rude. Get out of my face. Okay. So you can put in your email here. Share screen. Okay. So if you follow Sunset Makeup on Instagram, you can see the person that runs Sunset Makeup literally trying on all of this makeup. If you have watched Instagram and watched any makeup tutorial, you have probably seen people use their colorful foundation. Yeah, let me know if you can see that. Wait, hold on 1 second. I always forget how hard it is to like share screen sometimes. Okay. Share screen. Why is this? Okay. It's okay. It says it's sharing, but then I can't see it. Sorry. Alright, there we go. Okay. So here we have Sunset Makeup. Now I've only tried their lip stuff. I have their glitter mascara. So they have like a goth bundle, and then they have their clown bundle. You don't need to be in any of those groups to do any of that. So liquid lipsticks, great value. Like for an indie brand, this is like unheard of, right? This is the black. Oh, motherfucker. Okay, this is the black lip stain, and like when I think of lip stains, I don't think anything looking like this, right? That's amazing. It's $10, right? That's insane. So here's the liquid lipsticks. That's not all the colors. They have some like wilder colors. Literally, you can go through all of the colors that you like. Anything in this kind of range, you're gonna find some patchiness in most. Those are just very like unstable pigments. I've been wanting to do this green one right here. Definitely this one right here, but I have tried this, and it's my favorite black right now. So would definitely recommend that. Then they have some more, neutral colors, and they have more like daily natural colors somewhere. So anyways, so that's their liquid lipsticks. It's hard to like read this, and Nightbot timed out. Wait, what is that? Nightbot, why are you so rude? Okay, well, I didn't know it did that, so I'm very sorry about that. Okay, so let's go back to this. Okay, so they have like the tinted lip oil. Okay, so they have 7 lip tints. I have contacted them, and I've never done this before, and I was like, please let me be your spokesperson. I want to be your spokesperson. I want to try all your makeup. I was like, I love them. So these are the tints. So these are the stains, sorry. And like, this is the owner, and they are so fun, and like, look how bright that is, but you can do like ones that are more like chill than that. Like, how can you look at that and be like, nah? Like, these are so cool. And so they came out with a black one, they came out with a brown one. Love, 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 love. Bullet lipstick, I'm over because it comes right off my lips. Here's the peel off ones. I haven't even looked into those, but if you want those, you can. Lip glosses, matte lip liners. If you've seen their Instagram of them applying these lip liners, they're very creamy, look awesome. They have a black lip gloss, which personally I don't need. Some people like black lip glosses. This is the brown lip stain. Like, it's gorgeous. But then I've seen videos where they've been like rubbing the brown, and like it like lightens up to be, it's like comparable to like black cherry by like someone who's well known for doing like black cherry. I don't know, whatever. So lips are awesome. Eyeliners are awesome. I haven't used any of the eyeshadows, but I can't see anything wrong with them every time I see them in a video. They have colorful eye bases, they have eye primers, shadow sticks. Just so they have a colorful concealers, and if you're into like goth makeup or cosplay, anything like that, I'm gonna order the black one so I can contour when I'm doing like goth looks. This is the goth palette for just like the face, and this is the clown palette for the face. Just tons and tons and tons of shit. The lengthening mascara, the volumizing, the colorful mascara. I've tried a couple of the colorful ones. I don't have thick lashes, so they're not great. I have this color of the glitter mascara. Like, this is a cool brand. Just buy it. These eyelashes are ugly as shit, though. If you're gonna buy those lashes, do not talk to me. But there's a lot of cool stuff. They also have like freckle pens, which I have the blue freckle pen, which sometimes I use for mustache hair. Like it's a really cool, site. So highly recommend. Yeah, the color foundation on YouTube Shorts, literally all over the place. They do use they them, but I don't think that if you don't go directly to their page, you would know that. So no worries. Just wanted to let you know. Is there a purple? So there's like peel off stains where you put it on and it creates like a film and it dries. When you peel it off, there's like this color that stays on your lips. Any stain shouldn't really give you that butthole lip. I don't think I saw any stains in purple, but I know that there's some lipsticks in purple. And I really do like this. I also like the Notoriously Morbid ones, but those are a little bit more expensive. Okay, so I also remember when these came out. So this is the lip liner and blending brush. So they put a brush on the end of it. They both had caps, and I've lost both caps. This is from e.l.f. when they were affordable. Okay, so this is another really gorgeous Stila liner. Please work, because you were pretty. Oh, it's bright orange. I love that. Yes. Okay, here's a green version of the dark red I put around my lips. Oh, that's gorgeous. And I love matte way more than I love shimmer. Because the thing is, you can always add shimmer. It's a lot harder to take it away. You know? Okay, so this is actually a felt tip liner from House Labs. This is when they were first released. The liner still works, so we'll keep that. But I want to keep it separate from my pencils, because it's not a pencil. This is a brown Stila. I think this is empty, maybe. I don't know. It's very dark brown, which I find is better on anyone over the age of 25 than black. Okay, this is silver. Okay. This is the liquid liner that I got for 74 cents about 100 years ago. So cute. It's like a peach color. Look up. Last question. Oh, sorry. Because it's opposite for me right now. When you get to lashes, have you ever put them under your lashes instead of over? I know some people do this. I don't feel it's necessary, and I feel like it would cause your lashes to likely fall off faster than if they were above. Because, like, gravity helps hold your lashes down on your natural lashes, but if you put them underneath, like, first of all, like, lash bands can be bulky, so where you're going to put that bulk, like, when you glue it underneath. Like, if I'm doing individual lashes, it's different than, like I don't even do clusters underneath. I hate the way they look. I hate the way clusters look. But personally, I don't, I just don't like it. So this is a felt tip liner, or is it felt tip? Or is it brush tip? I think I got the felt tip one. This is a felt tip liner from Kimchi Cosmetics. It is awful to use. I paid for it, so I feel like I should use it, but I hate it. So I don't know what to do about that information. Okay, so that's all the liner from that area. We're not going to go fully into everything, because honestly, I have so much makeup. This is Wet n Wild, and this is a black liquid catsuit high shine lipstick. So I didn't realize when I bought it that this was not a black lipstick because everything on it says it should be a black lipstick. It's a fucking lip gloss, and it will wear off. It will wear off, and it's so sticky, and it stays sticky. So, like, maybe if you want anything like that, you can find Wet n Wild, but I don't know. I bought it, so I'm keeping it. Here's the liquid, the glitter mascara. I did contact them because when, Why Do You Hate It? The liner. Which liner? I know I said I hate the liner. Oh, this kimchi liner. So I've heard good things about Kimchi Chic Beauty, but I tried it and they looked so much better than on top, but I was actually surprised they actually stayed up nicer. So I think it depends. So me, I always put wing liner on, so it helps blend out the line on top. But when you have it underneath, it might be easier, but like everyone who looks at you can tell that you have it underneath. Like everyone. It doesn't look good in person. Like in my experience. I've never seen someone do it and been like, that's a good look. Because like there's a reason why we have all these things that we put on top of our lashes to conceal lash bands. So this liner, felt tips usually are good. I really like the Lady Gaga one. I like the gel liner the most, but this liner, it's very stiff and it doesn't give you a good swoop. It doesn't give you it's hard to get a consistent line. I've been lining my eyes for 20 fucking years and I can't use this. So that is a sign to me that it's not a good liner. That it's not going to work for a lot of people. Sure as fuck doesn't work for me. But maybe I'll paint something black. So this is the mascara, the glitter mascara from Sunset Makeup, and I tried it. Like I put it on my hand, like you can see the glitter, and you could see what it looked like on the website, right? And I put it on my lashes, which are very short, very straight, and I could not see a thing. And I was like, I reached out to Sunset Makeup and I was like, hey, I really like your makeup. I've tried the glitter mascara. I can't see it. Like, am I doing it wrong? And they were like, thank you for reaching out. Like, appreciate it. Like, they were like, we actually recommend like using a small brush, dipping it in, and then applying it directly to your lashes. And that actually worked. So. I was a winger before wings were a thing. Yeah, I just like the way it brings my eyes up. Okay, so I feel like I have maybe a couple more liners. Oh god. Oh, my ankles are just like, no. Oh, I need to put facial hair on. I never did that. Oh, we've got some controversial things up in here. I don't know if they're that controversial. They're controversial to me because I thought I was going to like them and I didn't. Okay. Okay, let me do some facial hair. So, one of the things I do to start my facial hair process, and even when I'm not doing, like full hair, I like doing this just with my skin and no foundation. So this is a freckle pen. What makes it different than like a liner or something like that, it's kind of made to be like blotted around and just kind of sheared out. Now they have 4 colors, Sunset Makeup does. They have like a light brown, a dark brown, a purple, which is the Warm one. I don't know what you would use purple for, honestly, but whatever. And then the blue one. And the blue one's good for cool tones. And if you notice, a lot of people, when they shave, if they have darker hair, their skin almost looks blue. So I just tap it, very fine brush, and then yeah. So there's this trend right now called before shower makeup, and I've been doing it for years before it was a thing, and not to brag, but it's like the idea that you just play with your makeup before you know you're gonna take it right off again, right? Like you're not going anywhere, you're just trying on makeup. And try some fun different things there if you want. And see how you like those. And then you take a shower, you wash it all off. But like it just gives such a cool, like, nice tone. But if you actually wanted to use the freckle pen for freckles, then you could. Like once it dries, it will stay, but until it's dry, before it dries, you can just like smack it around with your finger and get that nice cool undertone. And you get really impatient and freckles become very big. I'm like, oh, it's fucking 3:30 in the morning. Okay. So I'm going to close that up. The freckle pen is awesome. Okay. So I'm gonna be real sloppy with this because I should have done this ages ago. Talk to text warning. I use blusher in my cheeks and my eyes, and I use lip liner for lining my lips and for doing my brows. Wait, so you use the same lip liner for your brows? dark red, almost brown. No, leather, there's no excuse. It's gonna look very red on your brows, and I doubt that you have actual red in your brows. Even if you are a natural redhead, I doubt that it's red, usually. Most people go with like a taupe. So this is my suggestion if you want a good, cheap option for brows. And this is nice because it has a really thin brush. It's a little bit on the firmer side, which is really good for brows. And it has a spoolie on one end. So this is the NYX. Now NYX will have like 300. Okay, just listen to my suggestion. And then if you don't want to listen to me, then don't. But I feel like I can't trust you anymore. Feel like I barely know you. It's quite distressing. I literally can't find the lid now. I'm such distress. Okay, so this is the NYX. Like I said, NYX will have a ton of brow products, and a lot of them are shit. But this is the micro brow pencil. They have a bunch of different shades. Most people will be good with a taupe if they're fair to medium skin, and then other people will go to a more brown. So like this, it's very thin. I can wheel this out and show you how like look how skinny that little liner is. So good. It's a really awesome product. I have it in like every color, so I can't recommend it enough. Most people, when they're going for the brow product, I have like rules about how colors will be perceived on certain parts of the face, and the brows is specifically one of them. If you want your brows to be like, let's say, medium brown, go a shade or two lighter because it will appear darker because what you're actually doing when you're filling in your brows, it's like you're actually creating the shadow of the hairs on your skin, not so much that you're drawing the hairs of your brow. So keep that in mind. It's not about the hair color, it's about the shadow color. And the shadow is lighter than the actual thing, right? You can do it, I promise. So it's actually made for brows. It's stiffer, so it will actually hold all day long. Some people use eyeliners. This one I find way better. It's comparable to the Anastasia Beverly Hills ones, except it's a fraction of the cost. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with a darker. So this is an eyeliner, right? It's thicker, it's softer. A pencil brow liner is gonna be firmer, gonna be made to really last on top of the skin. Is one side darker than the other? Yeah. This is my before shower makeup. This is actually not the worst beard I've ever done. It might be the best, honestly. I'm not very good at beards. Not very good at facial hair. I just don't have a lot of experience with it. Okay, so this is a white pencil liner. It's not very pigmented, but it still works. So it might be good as like a lighter color, but not... Okay, so my controversial opinion, and I have two of these. I only know where one of them is right now. So, well, let's get to other ones. So this is the Skinny Tip Eyeliner Mega Slim from and Pretty Light. Yes, I generally like the color taupe for most people. It really works out. Yeah, try the taupe color of pretty much any brand you want, but if you can, I'm gonna send you I'm just gonna send you an Amazon link. I know that you might buy it a different way, and that's fine. But just so you have it like queued up, if you do want to give it a try, this is. I don't want you to get the wrong one and be like, I can't trust Ian. This is honestly, I promise you, my favorite. Okay. Okay, now we gotta make sure we can find the right color. Yeah, you always have to go lighter. Okay, so they have an ash brown. No, that's not what I want. You gotta go taupe. Okay, so they have one that's a slanted tip. Hate that one. Hate it. Terrible. So they've literally too many brow products. It's gotta be the micro brow. I'm so picky about eyebrows. I know you can't tell by looking at my terrible brows right now, but okay. Don't get their little kits. Don't get the ones that draw on 50 hairs at the same time. Okay, I do not. What like convenience stores do you have near you? Do you have an Ulta or like what do you have near you? No. Okay, so this is a really skinny little felt tip liner. It's not great. It bleeds, but again, might be good for just filling in something that needs black. This is a pretty good lip liner. I like how soft it is. It's by Wet n Wild. It's their gel lip liner. Okay, so here's the black. That looks pretty gray. Dark brown. It's supposed to be black, but I think it needs to be sharpened. Okay, so here's Ofra. Sometimes I just need black cheap liners, but Walmart 4 hours away. Does Walmart deliver to you, or is that super expensive? I know delivery is very expensive in in Canada, according to Winter. Okay, so this is, I got this from Dolls Kill, which I can't remember if they're controversial or not. Honestly, I can't keep track anymore. So this is like little felt tip. Felt tip's nice, it's cute. Not the best felt tip I've ever had, but it's good enough, right? And so the reason I bought it, I bought two different ones, is that they have stamps on them. So this one has a bat on it, and the other one has crosses on it. So the thing is, getting the bat to show up like you want is a lot. And when you have all this makeup on, it's very hard to get the bat to show up correctly. Like some of these look okay, and some of them look really bad. And then also, if you have any curvature, like maybe you're doing this on your fucking face, if you're doing it on any curvy part of your face, it looks like garbage. And sometimes it's really easy to like get, I can't seem to get it on purpose like now, but sometimes you get the, because it's cold ring a bit. Yeah, stop leaving and running behind. Oh, good night. Yeah, I'm gonna log off soon. Um, Walmart, okay. So Amazon, okay, so gotta find it on Amazon. I wonder if Amazon.ca is any different. And I'm gonna move you up here. It's just us. Okay. So there are other ones for sure, but I just like, and they have some of the colors, but not the color I want for you, which is pissed me off because it's easily the best, most universal color for everyone. I do know that that down here they carry Wet and Wild, and they okay. So okay, I'm gonna find it on the Walmart website. I'm gonna send it to you so you have the link, so that next time you go to Walmart, you can get it if you want to. Okay, here you go. Wait, let me just double check that that's the right one. No, it's not the right one. Ignore. Ignore. I was like, yeah, it's the color. And then I was like, that's not the right one. Motherfucker. Why can't I find this? I don't understand. Okay, I have an idea. So I'm gonna send you the wrong color, but I'm gonna send you the name in a more expensive one. Okay, I'm sorry. I literally can't find it on their website and it's pissed me off. Um, Actually, maybe I can just actually find it on here. Why is it not showing any of the colors that I want? Like, I could go in there and literally find the color that I want and send it to you, probably for cheaper than you could find it. Because I literally don't know what's going on. Sorry, I'm quite frustrated. This is like the best one, and I can't find it. Okay. Okay, so this is the fancy version of what. Okay, so in this one, I would get you the color blonde. Um, or if you wanted to try a little bit deeper, because that looks pretty light, I would go. No. This is frustrating. Okay, so, or I would go with ash brown, which ash brown in this is different from the ash brown in the, um, uh, which is different in the other line. But the ash brown here is more of like a cool tone gray brown, so it won't look too dark. So those are the colors I suggest in the Anastasia Beverly Hills. They're expensive, but they're really good products. I've tried them before. They are honestly comparable. Eyebrow pencil, the auburn is like, yeah. So I have like, okay, so I have an auburn. Okay, so this is Anastasia, and um, this is NYX. So I couldn't even find this color on the website. So this is the rich auburn on me. You're right, it's not too red, but it is like perhaps a little. I like to go cool tones because shadows are cool tones. And like I said, uh, my view of brows is that they are the shadows of the hairs, not the hairs themselves. So they should be cooler. So so this is the auburn, and this is the rich brown. Is that right? Yeah. So even like rich brown or medium brown. So like honestly, like they're the exact same size, like in every way. They both have a spoolie at the end. The good thing, so even if you just get like a spoolie from like a store or whatever, just one of these little guys, You don't need it to be on the end of your brush, but if you have it on your brows and you feel like they're too dark, you can go through your brows a couple times and it's kind of like blending your brows. So I hope that helped. Sorry I couldn't find the color that you want, but hopefully it's in stores next time you go. Anything, yeah. So just give that a try and see if you like it. I was thinking that you were taking like a red lip liner and then going through your brows, but you're actually taking a brow liner, a brow pencil, and you're doing your lips. Which I think for lips you can do all kinds of things. But I think that's enough for tonight. It's like 4 a.m. here, and I'm trying to get some sleep. But I will talk to you later. I hope that helped at all. We got to see if some of my pencils worked or not. It looks like I have a good number that still work. I don't have any weird scents coming off of me, which is nice because sometimes it gets a real crayon scent, and I'm like, bleh. I'm not really into that. But if you want any more recommendations on makeup, it is a dark red brown. Yeah, see, this is the rich auburn, and you can see it's not that red, but it is still kind of red brown, whereas this is a medium brown, and you can see that it's cooler. It's more like of a neutral tone or a cooler tone, and how even though they're close in value, this can look a lot better, and then you can blend it out. So I hope you enjoyed, and I'll talk to you later.